I managed to improve the overall safety of the Master Cycle. Now it's the Master Cycle Sentinel. Right? Wow, look at that. That's weird. I guess it's added lots of like the Guardian shielding all over it. A Virgo weapon created by the Royal Ancient Laboratory based on Divine Beast design. Is it exactly the same as that? This upgrade version favors stability and rider safety. That's very Zelda-esque. Yeah, this one's called Safety First. This one's better safe than sorry. And this one is present a present for the princess. The princess is in love with her new ride. I guess that's going to improve the attack or something on it. That's the thing, that improved its attack power. This one's a new version. That one also improves its attack power, and I wonder if it's going to be a new version later on. Oh, we'll see. Well, I completely overlooked this this flail mission, so I might as well get it out of the way now. I think I've kind of done all the flailing I need to do, but it does let me use the upgraded flail, so that's kind of nice. I just kind of ignored it and did all that grinding, so it doesn't really matter. Oh, that's interesting. It's got like Hyrule soldiers on the flail thing. Defeat as many training opponents as possible. It's definitely an interesting weapon. It's probably not my favourite out of Link's arsenal. It's neat that it you can get like temporary buffs. I do think the cooldown needs to be shorter, but I don't even know why it has a substantial cooldown. Like, it should almost be Sheikah Slate speed cooldowns, because they get used up so fast. I guess it's kind of a weird mock on Breath of the Wild's weapon durability in a funny way. Ba-bow! You don't really see any of the Hyrule captains and guards like in the DLC so far. It's been very much, you know, just you versus an army. I'm not really sure why that was the direction they went. Like I said, it would have been intriguing to see the villain's path, but you know, there's another wave of DLC to come through. So I like how it was telling me to do weapon copy and it hadn't actually charged yet. Wah. Wow. Yeah, fairly straightforward. I wonder if the defense one, I haven't actually used the defense one, but I wonder if it has higher durability on the weapons. Oh, the ladle. Oh, I never get a maxed out ladle. I haven't picked up a ladle in absolutely ages. Maybe I'll max out that ladle just for the fun of it, just to see what its unique abilities are. It's probably things like food drops, right? You've got some fun stuff to do. This is a lab request, and this is like one where you'd use the villain, so I'm tempted to do that one next.
You're here! Yahoo!
You're here. Yeah, I filled out some of the chaff as I've been going. Let's upgrade the flail.
Good work.
I've studied these relics fully, and I've learned nothing about the ideals of the ancient ancestors. Still, my research should allow for the development of new technologies. Base power is increased. Tell you what, I am not confident in this tag team. Oh wow, is that Astor? You must return Hyrule to its rightful path. Now cease your struggling. Okay, okay. Is this like a what if? I didn't actually read the description. Wow, interesting. It's like an assault on Hyrule Castle. Honestly, I definitely would have welcomed more what-if scenarios like this. Get my laser beam charged. Ah, DARUK. Whoa, I can't tell what's going on. I did it, I did it! DARUK's dead. So yeah, really interesting that they've decided they're gonna have like us do an escort mission with him. It's neat. There's also like, I don't want to use my laser yet. I forget that you're kind of forced to use his laser no matter what. Waddle. Yeah, there's even like a Calamity Link there. I hesitate to call him a Shadow Link or a Dark Link because they're very much like the Calamity stuff. Link is moving to the Silver Moblins. Impa! Man, I forget how weird Cougar actually plays. Whoa. Whoa. I'm a laser. Man, what a meme lord. Cougar is definitely one of the most fascinating characters in Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, because the fact you get to see a side of their clan that you'll probably most likely never see in the Hyrule Breath of the Wild even, because it's just one of those things where like they're done and dusted really. They're just kind of like a background element now. I do wonder if the second game is going to have them included, or if they're going to, the remainder of the clan is going to see the error of their ways when they're faced with Flesh and Blood Ganon. Also, Calamity Ganon is just a big hitbox that does big damage. So I'm not too into Calamity Ganon. You'd think he'd be hilarious and fun, but like he just takes so many hits. He's a big boy. He literally couldn't fit in that hole, so he needed to shrink. Wow, this is just a really weird map for Ganon. He's too big to fit. Yeah, you might think if they did in Breath of the Wild 2, there might be recourse to have like a second wave of DLC for this game, including characters from Breath of the Wild 2. Might have been interesting. I do like Calamity Ganon's whole gimmick where he's absorbing malice as he goes along and obviously powering up, and he gets kind of a berserker state. so flashy. I like that they stuck this unique situation in though, where it's got all the different armies versus you. Because usually you're just fighting hordes of moblins, but now you've got the different armies. Not that they play any different, eh? They just all mob in. Soga's there! Oh, I would have loved to play as Soga. This is probably a good mission to farm their items actually, because if you're defeating it, you're getting a lot of chests in this mission. Oh no, he's got the Sword of Evil Bane, surely he's going to do double damage to me. Bam! Bam! Look at this. Yeah, as long as you've got troops to fight. If he's against like boss characters and stuff, Calamity Ganon's kind of useless because he can't get the momentum. But if you've got troops to fight and stuff, you can get the momentum back. Oh, I like how it just pushed us away from the corner. Yeah, if I saw if Astor was a playable character, you'd think he'd work kind of like the woman from Hyrule Warriors, where she summons like Shadow Links. See, I just took a hit there, just because these guys are just tanking my hits. Whoa. I can hardly tell what's going on in this tiny little room. The camera hates it. This is probably why the previous Hyrule Warrior games did not have tiny little rooms. Where's Koga? What's he doing? Well, well. Exceeding expectations, are we? Yeah, I thought for sure Astor was going to be a DLC mission in this. But maybe the second wave will have him show up and you'll play... The second wave will be his storyline. Because that's kind of a mainstay for the Hyrule Warrior games and most of the Warrior games, is that you get to play the storylines of the villains because they're playable characters. And it's actually kind of odd that that was omitted from this game. So I had just assumed they were going to be part of the DLC, to be honest. Into this little room. Fight with Valia. Again, not many troops on our side. I would have liked a horde of moblins helping us out. It's almost like they know they're useless, so what's the point? Aesthetics, that's the point. It's so it looks cool, having an army at your back, being a commander, having troops wail behind yours and you carving through them while your enemy carves through your massive numbers as if they were nothing. That's the aesthetic of these games. Bzzz. My lasers. I'm sure Calamity will run over here to assist us. Oh, it's the king. A world of hurt. Punchy. Bzzz. Sorry, King Rome. I kinda like his aesthetic of being a fat ninja. The Yiga are so hungry for bananas, they need them every day. Oh, hey Gani. The stomach rumbling sounds. I'd play an entire story mode with these guys. I'd like to see their perspective on the fight. Imagine having to face off against the divine beasts in a fight after they've failed to seize their power. Ooh, 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 ooh. What? I'm forced to fire my laser, sadly. That's the one thing about Yiga. Once you've built up his laser, you have to fire it, or else he just gets stuck in the ground. So that's a bit annoying. Well, I'm all powered up. Oh, she's even got like the maiden outfit on. That's interesting. What's she using? She's using the slate. That's interesting. So is this like the correct timeline where like what if she wasn't able to unlock her abilities in time and they just kind of took over the castle? Kablams! Ah, TERRAKO. Probably should have had Ganon in here, really, eh? Actually, taking on his counterpart in Zelda. Rawr. Dark TERRAKO versus good TERRAKO. Where are you going, Cougar? Get back here. Oh, that tragic cry. Destiny is unfulfilled. Unfold. Ha 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 ha. I guess he was fighting against Destiny because he kind of knew that this was supposed to happen, I guess. I don't know. Time has come to put an end to the battle of fate. Destroy Hyrule along with Calamity Ganon's forces. Alongside Calamity Ganon's forces. So I guess this is like a what if story. That's interesting. That was pretty fun. I could see myself farming that for items for them. You received a question from the Royal Ancient Lab. I really think Royal Ancient Lab is a really strange tongue twister. Like, you could call it Royal Lab, you could call it Ancient Lab, but Royal Ancient Lab, I don't know, it doesn't roll off the tongue very well. They need your help in researching a specific monster. Battle through as per their instructions, being careful not to defeat the target monsters. Not to defeat the target monsters. Interesting. So I have to... Is it just like the one before, where that you needed to defeat them in a very particular way?
Yep.
Yes, I read descriptions now because of all the mistakes I've made with previous missions. I'm sorry. Alright, so defeat all enemies except the monster target. But he's the target, right? Ow. Oh, I guess I must have tapped it. I want to get out of here now. I don't like it in there with that choo-choo rolling around. Oh god. Just aim away from him. Hopefully this won't kill him. Ow. That's all I wanted. Stop! Stop! Stay away! Wow, separating these are a bit of a pain in the butt. It's an interesting mission. Ow. My god, please separate. And there's a time limit too. This is a pain in the arse. Alright, do one of these. And that's the best method I can think of doing that. Can I do this? I might have to pull one of those freezing and then time stopping them away again. Dickling. Well, I can't really bomb that now, can I? Oh my god, so annoying. Am I going to end up killing them? Who knows? What? Why did another one appear? How many little time remains? Okay. A little bit hard and fast, but we did it. What are they going to do now? They're going to chain them up and then take them back to the research lab? As much as I think, you know, they're monsters, we killed millions of them. Experimenting on them, it's a little bit dark, isn't it? Thank you for joining me on Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, the expansion pass. Those few of you who did enjoy, maybe leave a like, maybe the YouTube stuff. I don't know. Thank you, I love you, goodbye.